Hi people, my name is Mary Smith and I am learning how to crochet. I've had other people ask me to teach them. Now, I don't know if I can be as good a teacher as the people that have taught me over YouTube, but let's see. This is the book that I'm using. Thank you to my daughter Iris for getting it for me for Christmas. I said I couldn't read the books, so she got me one because she knows I'll be able to figure it out, and I have. I have made this actual basket right here on the cover already. It has the handles. I've made it already, and here it is right here. It's a really nice one, and it's big enough to hold a lot of stuff. It's too big for the camera. It's really nice. See how big it is? It's like I don't know, diaper bag size. I'm a grandma, so I'm gonna think about diaper bags. Back to this. I just made these baskets, and I made 2 of them. I made the small. I love the design. I used the multicolored yarn so that it makes its own design. I don't have to change colors. I don't like doing that. Like I said, I am new. So this is the small, and then I made the medium, which you can tell by my hand size, it's way bigger than the small, and they stack into each other pretty good. I do not have enough yarn to make the large one, so I'm going to make one just a little smaller than the small. So, okay, so I'm going to make the extra small. We don't have instructions for the extra small because they have small, medium, and large. So what I'm going to have to do is downsize, and hopefully that works. I did notice that on the small, the rounds stop at like 6. So I think the extra small will probably stop at 4 because the medium stops at 8. So it's like every 2 after. So I'll go under 2. So I'll stop at 4 and then start the rest of it. Now, to start, I am not that fluent in crochet lingo. Okay, everything I've learned about crocheting has been on YouTube. There's been so many awesome people that posted their videos, and I'm so thankful they did. Alright, so I'm just gonna go by reading this instructions. I really don't know how to use the crochet and have the camera at the same time. So I'm just going to talk through it, and hopefully people will understand what I'm doing. Normally when making a basket, it says to have 2 strands of yarn, but with this basket, I just wanted to do a tester, so I used 1, and it's a multicolored red and white. And a little gray at the top at the edge. It was supposed to be a tester, but I figure, hey, I like the first one, so I made another one. So I'll make the 3rd one for the set. Please bear with me. I am sick, so I might forget a step or 2, so I might mention that too as I'm going. Alright, so first thing you do is you make your loop. They say to use an adjustable loop, and I could show you what it looks like. It says page 44, figures 1A through D, 44. Alright, so it says to use an adjustable loop. I cannot figure that out for my life. So what I'm going to do, and what I did with the other two, was I chained 4 and I made a loop that way. Chain 4, let's see, let's do the chain 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I probably should lift my hands up a little bit so you know what I'm doing. I'm not just counting. Silly me. Alright, so I'm gonna chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so I've got my chain. And now I'm going to connect it so it's a circle. Pulling it through. Pulling it through. Alright. Now, on the instructions, it says to chain 2, which put 2 chains at the end once you connect your chain together. Alright, so now we have a circle here. And you can work your tail into your work. Now we're going to do 10 half double crochets in this little tiny ring. You see that little tiny ring? 10 half double crochets in that. Okay? So, half double crochet. You yarn over, insert, grab the yarn, and pull through. Yarn over. Okay, yarn over again. And then you have 3 hoops, okay? So that last yarn over, you just pull through all 3 hoops, and that is a half double crochet, okay? So we're going to do 10 of those in that little circle, and so I have 9 more to do. Okay, so we're at 1, and let me do number 2. Yep. Pull through, and okay, so now I have 10 half double crochets in that little tiny circle. Now that first chain 2 that we did, we're going to insert our hook into that. Insert our hook into that to join the circle together. So we're gonna yarn over, pull through that second chain, and then through the last one we just did. Okay, so now we should have just a little tiny circle. I love the color, don't you? Okay, so now that was round 1. Round 2 is chain 2 on top, chain 1 and 2. Okay, so chain 2. Kind of looks like a little piece of candy. 2 half double crochets in each half double crochet around. So in each one of those half double crochets we did, we have to do 2 in each one, all the way around. Okay, so get in there, pull out, over and through is 1, and back into the same stitch, and over, pull through, and that's 2. So that's 2 half double crochets in each stitch around, all the way around. We should end up with we started off with 10 and all the way around, and now we're doubling it, so it should be 20 all the way around. Okay, so let's do one more of 2 double crochets in the next stitch. 1, 2, 2 double crochets in the next stitch. 1 and 2. Okay, so now we're back and we have done all the double crochets, 2 double crochets in each one around. Leaves us 20 stitch count. Now at the end, you notice that there, it looks like another stitch right there that you could possibly put another one in, but that's actually not a real stitch. That's from when we finished our line and then had a stitch 2. So to join these together, we go from our first double or two, chain 2. Sorry, I told you I'm sick and not able to get this all out right. So we take that, go to the second stitch and insert your hook into there. Okay. Make sure it gets all the way through. You want it as secure as possible, and then bring it all the way through, like that. See? And you see it's getting a little bit bigger. So that was round 2. Now round 3 says chain 2. Chain 2. 1, 2. Okay. Now round 3 says half double crochet in the first one. Second, or 2 half double crochets in the next. So you're going to go 1 double crochet, A, B, double crochet, 1 double crochet, A, B, double crochet until the end. So let's do a couple. So we'll do the first one, and that's 1. Oh wait, let me get it all the way through. Alright, so 1 half double crochet. I count it 1 AB because it just makes it easier. So we're on A. And same stitch. B goes into the same stitch as A. Alright. So now we go back to 1. 1 half double crochet. And in the next stitch 2. So we go 1 is A. And the second one is B into the same stitch. So we have A and B. And the next one's going to be 1. So now I've got all the way to the other end. And now again we have that extra loop that's not a loop. Okay? So we go to the second chain to close off this round. And we are actually finishing off round 3. Okay. Bring it through. Chain 2 again. 1, 2. Okay. Now round 4, which is our last one for the bottom, which, okay, is half double crochet in the first 2, and then 2 double crochet in the next, all the way around. Okay. So half double crochet in 1, and then the next one, half double crochet, 2, okay, and then 2 into the next one. So we go A, B into the same stitch. Okay. And then into the next one we do 1 half double crochet, and the next one 1 half double crochet, making 2, and then the next one is our 2. So we got A and B into the same one. Okay. Alright, and I'm going to continue to the end of this row. Okay, I finished a round all the way to the other end, and I got another loop that looks like a loop, but it's not. Okay, so we're going to join these 2 together. 1, 2, second chain, second stitch on that chain. We're going to come through and join it together. Okay, so we are done with the bottom. Kind of looks small, kind of tiny. But that's what we're going for, is tiny, because we don't have enough yarn for a big one. Alright, so now what we do is we're going to go to the sides. Now the sides.
This is a lock for your life insurance. A rate lock that guarantees your rate can never go up at any time for any reason. But be careful.
It says chain 2. Chain 2. Okay. Working in the back loops. Let me show you what a back loop is in the book. Okay. Page 45, figure 2. Okay. A back loop. That's a back loop. Work only in loops indicated by arrow. I couldn't read the word arrow backwards. Alright, so that's a back loop. You just use the back hoop. That's it. The back hoop. Let's see, my fingers. Yeah. The back hoop is the back. And this one is both. And this is what we've been using is both, and this is what we're going to use right now is the back. Okay? It's called the back loop. Alright, so what we do is we're going to half double crochet in each one around. Half double crochet in each one around. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Half double crochet, that's what we're working with today. So each one is going to... So there's 1, 2, 3. So now I went all the way around doing my half double crochets in the back loops. So it looks like this. See this little line right here? That's the front loop, what we would have used for both. But we used the back loop, so now we have this little line. And this is the outside of the bottom of the basket. So we'll put it down and it will look like the, you know, the bottom, which it is. But we'll join this together and then go on to the next row. Okay, so chain number 2, I'm gonna hook into that, yarn over and pull through, and the next one says chain 2, 1, 2. All right, so we've got it like this, and it should start looking like a little plate because it's got the edging now. Okay, so round 2 says working in both loops. So that's instead of doing the back, we're gonna do both. Half double crochet in the first, and in each half double crochet around. So we're gonna go all the way around half double crocheting. Okay, let's try a couple, and let's see. Half double crochet. 1, 2, 3,
Abraham Lincoln slept in this hotel after his election before he moved to the White House.
4. And we're doing this row, this half double crochet in rows 2 through 4. So 2, 3, and 4, and then we'll finish off. But after each row, you finish it, bring it together, and then for the next row, row 3, you chain 2, half double crochet around, finish, or combine the rows together, chain 2 for row 4, go all the way around, and slip stitch the top to the beginning, and we'll be right back. Okay, so now I've done rows 2 through 4, and I'm going to finish off row 4 by joining the rows together, which I did for every row, and pull it tight. Okay, so now we are okay. I just did row 4. So now there's one more row of this color, and then we're going to change colors. Okay, so we got chain 2, chain 2. Okay, so we got that chain 2. And then we do a half double crochet in each. Yeah, half double crochet, and in each half double crochet around. So we're going to do a half double crochet again all the way around. Okay, and so this is for us on this one, row 5. So we'll go into the next half double crochet, and that's 1, 2, 3. And look, I'm glad I showed you guys the little one that we're making, because this is all the yarn I have left of this color, and this is our last row for this color. So I've come to the end of our last row of this color. Thank God, because that's all that's left. All right, people. I'm going to go to the second chain again. Have to get it all the way through. Oh, sometimes it's hard. Light's not very good, or just the color of the yarn where you get to just gets dark. All right. So what I like to do here is, because there's supposed to be another little spot for this color, but I didn't do it on the other two, so I'm not going to do it on this one. So I'm going to actually cut the yarn and be done with this color. Be done with it. Okay. So what I do is I take the loop after I cut the piece off, and I pull the string through, trying to keep it on the inside of it. Okay, and pull it tight. It's not going to hurt it to be tight, because you don't want it to come loose. Alright, so now what we should have is this little bowl. Well, it's a basket, but I just called it a bowl, but that's fine. You call it whatever you want. You're making it, you call it whatever you want. Now we need to cut off these tail ends. On the inside, what I like to do is just pull them through other loops. You know, just turn it inside out so I can get it nice. Alright. So I just pull through. It kind of hides the yarn that we've put there. Oh, it's not pulling through. There it is. Kind of hides the yarn that we started off with. That's our tail. Hides our tail, and also secures it, makes it stronger. So that stage, and hopefully into the hearts of the edges, and then perhaps tomorrow into the headlights. Let's see. So, and then it kind of fridges at the end. So what I like to do is take part of it, pull it through. See, look. See how it fridges at the end? I like to take part of it and pull it through one of the little pieces at the end. And then just tie it off. Tie that off. Let's tie that off. So it's nice and secure. I think 2 little knots would be fine. I've used 2 knots on each of them. So and then you take the scissors and just cut right above the notch, and you have their little piece off. See, cut till it was there, and then you put it back around the other way, and you got your little basket. Now with the red one, I would do the same thing. I'm just going to cut off. Now I'm going to pull it through down here in the inside. I'm going to pull the yarn through just to get it, but I'll do that later after I show you the ending. Okay, so now this part, I do use 2 strands of yarn for this part because it's the edging and just makes it look nicer. Okay, so I take the yarn, hold it in the inside, right where I have my tail, where I cut it off, the tail, I put my hook right through that one because that's not the first one that we're working with, or it kind of is, but we don't count that as number 1. And I take the yarn, not that much, and just pull it through. Let's see. You don't have to make any loops or anything because when you pull it through, there's the loop right there. You got a loop. Okay. Alright. Now we chain 2. Okay. 1, 2. Now what we're going to do is half double crochet all the way around and then join it, and then we're done. And then we have a tiny little basket. So we go to the next one and we do half double crochet, 1, so 1 half double crochet, 2 into each stitch, okay, until you get all the way around. Okay, so I finished all the way around. As you can see, got that fake loop still. Look right there. I don't know if you can see it. Well, I'm gonna finish it off and work in my ends and call her good.